Hi, my name's Rich Close with richclose.com, and again I want to thank you a whole bunch for purchasing my Craigslist and Backpage advertising program. Again, just real quickly, the tour, you've been to the website by now obviously because you're logged in. You'll see the outline of the program on the left hand side. Feel free to jump ahead to any portion that you'd like to, repeat as many times as you want. The course has kind of been designed for beginners to advanced users, so if it's something you know how to do, don't waste your time reviewing that step, alright? So let's go to Introduction to Craigslist, and again the assumption here is that you are a new user and haven't been to Craigslist before. So we'll give you the quick tour of Craigslist and how it's organized and the things you can do on it from a business perspective. First off, Craigslist has really got a local basis, meaning that you actually advertise for a specific city in the country. Here we happen to be looking at the Atlanta Craigslist listings, and we're going to go out one level here, and you can see that. Here's the main U.S. cities. I'll show you in a second, though those aren't all the cities in Craigslist. There's, each state can have 10, 15, 20 different Craigslist boards within that state. Here's all the states, obviously, and we'll come back here in a second, but there's Canada, Asia, the Americas, Europe, international cities. So, Craigslist is really around the world. So let's go back to Georgia here, and we'll come in this way for our Atlanta, and you can see here's the different Craigslist areas. So again, when you place an ad in Atlanta, if somebody were to search Craigslist Albany, your ad would not show up there. The whole intent being that you're advertising, trying to sell your products or services to customers within that local area, and you're not thinking that someone from New York or California or some other location is going to search that Craigslist looking for your product or service. So more local-based type advertising. So we'll go to Atlanta. Again, Craigslist for the most part is free ads. Same thing with Backpage. There are some ads that they charge for example, some real estate listings or some resumes or job postings you may have to pay a small fee for. But in general, Craigslist is free. So a real quick tour. This is kind of the main little corner of the menu where you can post to classifieds. This is where you log into your account. Obviously, you can get some help here if you'd like. This is where you search Craigslist by the different various categories, either products, services, household items, you name it. In general, most businesses would be advertising under the service area. So community type stuff, personals, housing, and as we scroll down you can see the for sale in the different categories, and then again services. So the computer services, consultants like myself, we might advertise under computer services. You've got real estate, professional, travel, you name it, it's kind of here, and you just kind of pick the category that best fits the type of business or service you're in. And we're going to scroll back up to the top, and you can see that they've got a big huge jobs board with the various categories that you can post under for jobs. And then all the way to the right on the main page, again, it's the quick reference back to the, if you want to go to a different city or one of the main cities or a different state, you certainly can do this on the right-hand portion of the screen. So real quickly, let's go and we'll just do a quick search here. And we're going to search for services, and we're just going to do a general search for painter. If you happen to have a painter contracting business, you might advertise on Craigslist, and we'll run that search. I'm sure we'll get lots of results. Seems to be a pretty popular category in general, pretty competitive type of contracting. But again, I want everybody to understand. I've seen advertisements for attorneys, for accountants. I've done some of that work for some of my clients, real estate agents, again, computer consultants, IT, secretaries, just about anything. So here's the a listing page, and you can see multiple listings for Craigslist for painters. And again, pretty competitive. Notice all the ads that are placed on February 9th. So one of the things you'll learn in the course here is how to create good ads that hopefully show up more often than others with some real good keywords. Now let's just happen to go look at one of the ads here in Craigslist. And you can see this guy's got some different graphics that's scrolling across. That's a little more fancier. Mostly people just have some text like you're seeing here in their ads. So but let's go to a different ad just to give you another flavor. So another Craigslist ad listing, pretty simple, some text. And again, you can expand on this. You can add some graphics and some pictures. it's easy to do with the Craigslist interface. When you go through and post ads, this gentleman doesn't have any pictures in his ad, but I'm going to show you how to do that, and I'm going to more importantly show you an easier way to do it, so it makes it easy to replicate and recreate your ad. So that's kind of the quick tour of Craigslist. I'm not going to get into how to post an ad right now. We'll go through that in a couple steps in the future here. We'll get you an account logged in and then take you through the process of placing your first ad. So I'll give you the quick tour of Backpage next.